Hello everyone, welcome to this weekend market analysis. Well, for the past 2 weeks or so, price has not been really healthy. Although we haven't scored a loss in this terrible market, but then the trading opportunities were not just there. Last week was quite a boring trading week with very slow price action. We couldn't find in fact, we couldn't find trading opportunities as of last week. It was more like a holiday for us, but then we just need to keep following the market and avoiding the charts, especially where there is nothing to trade. You can't keep forcing the trades. If you do that, you are likely going to lose money. Okay. All right, let's quickly look into the Forex factory economical calendar to see those high impact news announcements that are scheduled for this upcoming trading week. Okay, as you can see here, we have just a few high impact news announcements, those marked in red, and these are the ones that we pay special attention to. In this high impact news announcement, the highest of all right here is the interest rate announcement for the New Zealand dollar. That will be released on Wednesday, June 24th. I think we are now in the last trading week for this month of June, and sadly not much of trading opportunities. Well, with these few high impact news announcements, we believe that this week is going to be a more stable trading week for us, and hopefully we will find trading opportunities to wrap up with day month, and we will definitely have no loss. Okay, let's move quickly into the charts and see those pairs and decide our directional buyers for this week. Okay, we will look into the euro against Australian dollar. Here we actually took a trade here, and that trade is still running. In this pair, we expect price to make a push to the upside after this heavy sort of V-shaped formation. At least price should be making a turn to the upside. Well, but for last trading week, you can see, let me just zoom in the chart, the last five, okay, let's see, 1 2 3 4 5 candles for last week. Price was really hesitant. It was going nowhere. It was just sideways. That trade is suffering right now because price has refused to move. So with this kind of thin market volume, you don't expect to make money in that kind of market. It is actually good for scalpers, those who are scalping the market in the 1 minute time frame, taking little profits here and there, but then one big move, boom, to the upside or to the downside is likely clearing all of those profits that they have made, and that's why scalping is quite a horrible thing to do for me. Okay, so for the euro against Australian dollar, we are expecting that price will push above, then come back down again. We are likely going to see some new trend formation here. The more reason we are seeing the hesitation for me is that the old trends are likely going to come to an end, and we are now likely going to see a new trend. Like in the euro against the Australian dollar, this trend to the downside is likely going to come to an end, and we are again likely going to see another push to the upside. Okay, so we will just maintain our positions. The best course of action here is to keep looking for buy opportunities, okay, until price is able to push below that level. All right, once price violates this level, well, I am sorry, the whole bullish attempt will come to an end. Okay, now let's see the American dollar against the Swiss franc. Well, I am quite disappointed with this one as of last week. I expect price to keep pushing to the downside, probably to retest that low again as support. But the price action as of last week was a very thin market volume, and again, I am really not comfortable with that candle close for last week. This is more of a doji, and although it is happening in the middle of nowhere, but in fact it signifies too much hesitation, all right, which is not something that we really like to see. If you look into the daily time frame, let me zoom in for you to see again, you'll see the hesitation that I am talking about. Price just remained there for an entire week. The whole of last week it was flat. All right, not moving to any clear direction, whether it is pushing to the upside or to the downside. It just went down, up, down, okay, then up again, then we saw another up candle there. Well, this is really mixed right now, not clear. For next week, we'll keep following this pair to decide whether it will come back down or it's going to push above. Okay, all right, let's move into our other pairs. Let's just look into a few pairs. Like I said, it was a quiet week, and so you should not expect a very clear hint of the directional biases. Now, the euro against the American dollar in the weekly time frame, we can see price now beginning to make that fall. All right, well, that fall to us is a pullback. We are considering this a pullback. Anywhere around in here, we expect price to bounce to the upside. We are not interested in short opportunities at this time, although we have not even seen any. We are only interested in long opportunities. So we give priority to long entries because from all of our analysis in the euro against the American dollar, everything still points to the upside. Let's see the daily time frame. Daily time frame, you can see price now beginning to come down, as you have seen in the weekly time frame, but then it is approaching the next level of former resistance, which may now act as what? Support. So let's just move this level right there. This resistance here may act as support right there. So you don't want to hit your sell button against that level of support. Again, you will find out that we have, if you connect these highs, this one and this one, it's a counter trend line there. Let me just take this level, place it right there, extend it. Oops, sorry about that. Okay, all right, extend it right there. You will see that bounce, this bounce coming around there. This is now a confluence zone. Okay, a confluence in the euro against the American dollar. So this is a strong area of support. Beside that, if you want to really go into in-depth technical analysis here for in the euro against the American dollar, you will also notice that we have connecting all of these lows, this one here, we have some sort of a counter trend line there, and all of these highs, that is an expanding triangle. Let me just do that with a different color of line. Okay, that, sorry, let me zoom in the chart. Okay, keep that. Let me keep it within the arrow. Okay, then if you take another one to the upside, we could have an expanding triangle. All right, so that bounce there, this one, this bounce here, and this one here. Price is still pushing to the downside. No hint of a bounce to the upside yet. There is no hint, but then as price action traders, we are going to pay attention to this zone. That zone seems to be a heavy support for the pair, and if it does bounce right there, if we get a bounce from that level, you should be very sure that price is going to push all the way to somewhere in there. Okay, the euro against the American dollar, we are watching, we are following price around that area to see if we find any bounce of that area. If price breaks below that level, then we are going to see possibly more downside. So we'll keep watching for all of you in the VIP channel. If we find any valid entry here, we will definitely let you know, and you will take the trade with us. All right, let's move on to the American dollar against the Japanese yen. Well, I just want to show you the nature of price action for last week and to let you know that it's been a very bad, terrible market condition. The American dollar against the Japanese yen, you can see those tiny candles right there. That is not good enough for trading the market profitably. Similarly, the Australian dollar against the Swiss franc, you can see all of those very thin market volume right there, not good enough for profitable trading. Although generally, as we analyze the market, the Australian dollar should be going weak. All right, so the Australian dollar should be going weak. We'll keep that. We have that on our notepad already, and we want to take advantage of that. If you look into the Australian dollar against the Japanese yen, you can also see very thin market volume for the whole of last week. Similarly, the New Zealand dollar against the Japanese yen, again thin market volume. So you will see that over and over, very thin market volume. New Zealand dollar against the Swiss franc. Look at that, the whole of last week. So in this type of market condition, you will not be able to trade anything profitably. Okay, let's look at the New Zealand dollar against the Canadian dollar. I am finding this quite interesting, and we are beginning to see that the momentum is now shifting and price is very likely going to push to the downside. Remember, we took a short entry here but closed that trade out as soon as we saw that range formation. So for the New Zealand dollar against the Canadian dollar, we are going to be following price very closely as we get the hint in real time that price will be pushing to the downside. So for those in the VIP channel, we will let you know as we take any trade in here. Okay, what else again? Maybe I should just show you one again, the New Zealand dollar against the American dollar. Look at this thin market volume. You need to avoid such market conditions. American dollar against the Canadian dollar, similar price, thin market volume for the whole of last week. So it was quite a difficult one to trade. Even worse in the Australian dollar against the New Zealand dollar. That is it right here. Very thin market volume. Okay, so be patient. As market conditions improve, we will definitely get along and make more profit. If you are joined the live trading room in this month of June, all right, in this month of June, and you have not made enough profit, don't you worry. As the opportunities come, we will take them, but if we don't see them, we can't force the trade. Okay, and again, if you are not profitable by the end of your payments or your subscription by the end of June, please do not pay. Ignore any payment notification. Do not send any subscription. We will extend your membership for free. All right, we'll extend it, possibly an additional 3 months, 2-3 months, so you can become profitable before you can subscribe to the service. Okay, that's just what we offer to our membership, our members, and so they can keep subscribing for this service. Okay, all right, thanks for being here. Thanks for watching. If you have any questions or contributions, feel free, send them across to us and we'll be very happy to respond to them as usual. Hopefully this week is going to be a profitable trading week for us. See you on the other side. You have a nice time. Bye bye.